All right, back in the basement. It has been a while since I've made a video. It's been even longer time since I have done some sort of training video. I figured why not knock both of those out today. So it's Monday, my day one. I am doing what I would consider more of a squat focused workout. So in my training split, which is still Juggernaut AI by the way, it's a 4-day split. It's not like a traditional bodybuilding thing where it's based off of like upper, lower, chest or push-pull. I look at my training as it's based around movement. So today, Monday, day one, is more of a squat-focused training session, which I'm looking forward to. A couple quick things. I warmed up on the bike for about 10 minutes beforehand. Nothing too intense, but more than my normal 5 minutes, just because I feel like it's gonna help me get a little bit more loose. And that's probably my biggest struggle point, besides getting on these sleeves of training, is like, how do I go from sitting at a desk the majority of the day to come down here in a condensed time and get my training in and still find time to adequately warm up? So that's a struggle point that I've been seeing as a 45-year-old male. It's also a little bit more chilly down here in the basement. It's 61 degrees right now, which is probably as cold as it'll ever get. It never goes below 60. And even though the weather outside is getting nicer as it's spring here in New England, it's also nice enough where we don't have any of the heating stuff on because there are HVAC points here in the basement. So the heat's not on, but because this is underground, it is a little bit chillier here today. So this is as cold as it will get, but I'm gonna shed this hoodie and get these squats in. I've been wearing flats for squats, just feel more comfortable doing so. I'll be downing my pre-workout real quick, and then you'll probably see my first and top working set, which is like somewhere between 202.5 to 210 kg, and give you some feedback then. Let's get to it. All right, so top working set, top set. I lied. I had a max effort deadlift session on Thursday, so my readiness was actually lower. So before I was previewing the workout to see what my numbers should be, based off my fatigue, it dropped it to like 195 to 202.5. But I'm just gonna go for 210 because I want to. Have the rep one out too so I can check my velocity, compare it, how I rate it. So set of 3, probably put some music over this so you don't have to deal with my breathing. All right, so I would have rated that like a 7. Rep 1 says, I think, 0.32. So I think it's pretty accurate. So it's gonna give me 2 back offs after this. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'll show you or not, but I'm not too bad out of breath. Pretty happy with that. All right, so back off squats are done. 2 sets at 190 for 3, rated them at 6.5. I actually kind of went a little bit beneath what it suggested based off my top set, because I went over. So I'm kind of trying to even things out a little bit and feel good, which I do right now. So very happy with that, and happy with the depth film from the side, so you guys can call me on it. But I always try to do that because accountability is king. And next we're moving on to some chest movements, and I'm using the Temple of Gains multi-flight here. I've really liked this for chest flies. I owe you guys a dedicated video on it, but like the movement here to me is like you're in the mirror practicing like a most muscular. I never really found I got a good stimulation from doing like dumbbell flies. So this has been really helpful. So a couple of sets of 8 to 10 here. I'm using 80 kg, which is 176 pounds, which is like the 5th to last plate. So depending on how strong you are, it might not be enough for you, but you could always add an adder plate here if you really needed to. So let's go ahead and get this done. All right, so one of the things that I also like to do for a leg accessory is I like to do some single leg squat, Bulgarian split squats on the Rhino. So what I have here set up is I have a leg roller on one post, I have a mutant metal handle on another post, my belt obviously. I also have a band, I'll show you how I do it, but I like to get in the Rhino from over here on the floor because it's very easy to just get in position and then step up. Then what I do is I pull the handles forward and basically lock it in place. That way I don't have to worry about the trolley going back down. So take a grip here, get my feet set, go back, and then just bang out as many as I need to do here. All right, so next on the docket is leg extensions, 3 sets, 8 to 10. The rep ranges are a little bit lower just based off where I'm in my block. For these, I like to try to be somewhat explosive. Obviously, if you're going for more hypertrophy, you kind of want to control the tempo of these some, but in this case, as you can probably tell from any of my other previous training, I am not the most explosive person. So doing these a little bit more explosive, I just feel like will help translate a little bit better. So a couple of sets of 10 on these. I'm not sure if my quads got worked more or my forearms from the grip here. All right, so I'm gonna superset this in here. This is back raises or an exercise. I try to superset the accessories as much as I can just because I don't have a ton of time and I suck at back raises, so go ahead and do these. All right, so training's done. Go ahead and put it in the Juggernaut AI app and rated it a 7 overall for the session. It took me, it said, roughly 45 minutes to complete all of that work. Obviously, there wasn't a ton of volume, but I'm pretty deep into the strength block. I start peaking in like 2 or 3 weeks, so that's to be expected. Now, what's also to be expected is I skipped my ab work. So I did everything but the ab work, but between the main work I did, which I'm happy with, especially those squats, and the bike to warm up and just general time between sets. I was down here for an hour, so that's perfect for me. A lot of good work, but also an hour is a good amount of time to get stuff in. It's not out of the question to ask for time in the day in order to get that done, where I don't feel like I'm wasting time or spending countless hours down here, even though I would love to, just not feasible at this point. So if you have any questions on my training, what's going on, the Juggernaut AI app, let me know. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.